Right, so before we get into this, my apologies to Invader ZGR, who sent some fan art a while back. I saw it, I accidentally forgot to display it, so here it is, showing it now. They portrayed me and some of my friends, they gave us Robot Master names. Obviously, Tango already exists, but Pink definitely fits the role since both are kitties. Kit is known as Speedman due to all his speedruns, which are indeed quite entertaining to watch. He does a good job of it. As the leader of Coat Pockets, Shag has been portrayed as Coatman, and for very obvious reasons, I'm Shiny Man. Must have shinies. Yes, shinies. Hello, Raw Mithril here once again, and it's time to move on to the second half of the game. 4 more Robot Masters to deal with, one of which we've seen before, so I say we've given him enough screen time. Let's go ahead and get rid of Astro Man. On to Scandanavia! His voice is very highly filtered, but then he looks more robotic than most Robot Masters, so it kind of fits. Though it does make it sound like he's taking fast food orders. And yes, I do want fries with that. This place is weird. It's kind of a virtual reality maze, and highly surreal at that. Unfortunately, it's also populated with a lot of the most annoying enemy types. Ombu-batons, Crunch-rans, Shuraroons, even Monopellons make their home here. Chances are, if it's an annoying enemy, you will find it here. The vanishing platforms aren't too bad, you just really have to learn the timing on them. Know how long you have to be on them before they vanish again. That's the end of the first room. So now we have this MC Escher kind of looping maze. It has no end, and the switches control the gates. You can use things like the Mega Ball and Tornado Hold to get around faster, but it's hardly necessary. Just have to hit that switch and loop the maze one more time, and we're out of here. And now for the Crumbling Tower escape. Needless to say, going off the bottom is instant death, so climb quickly. The enemy placement's a bit annoying, but not that bad, especially once you know where everything is. These platforms unfortunately don't generate as fast as it looks like they should, so no speedrunning that area. There's a party ball and a wall take-you over there, so you do have to watch your jumps there. Is it just me, or does this music kind of sound like some sort of an 80s exercise video? With that, we've reached the midway point, and they've started recycling room types. So we have another platform room to look forward to here. And if you have holes, you have Shuraroons. That's just a sad fact of life, as well as the fact that the Ombu-batons in this area do their best to make me a nervous wreck. The platforms here try to make it look like they're the way to go, but you can make that jump without them, and if you use the platforms, it causes the Monopellon to scroll back onto the screen. And we don't really want that, do we? Okay, that's the end of this one, so you know what's coming next. Another looping maze! This one takes a little longer to get through, but not that bad. Mainly you just have to be cautious with all the enemies around here. Other than that, it's just a lot of backtracking, really. Just have to come over here, be careful of the wall Teiku. Get some distance on it, take it out so it won't be a problem. And we backtrack. Okay, title defense Astro Man, let's go. We fight him on his home turf of virtual reality. Taking the right side of the screen first is a good start, unless of course he starts off with Astro Crush. When he uses Astro Crush, pay attention to the last place he appears in, because that's the safe point. Since his satellites always go counterclockwise, that's the best time to counter him, is when he uses that move, and only if you're on the right side of the screen. It's a lot riskier on the left. You can also hit him during his dives. It is notable that unlike on Mega Man and Base, he's not invincible on the ball part of his body, so you can still hit him there too. The only thing that can reflect your shots are the satellites themselves. You just really have to pay attention during this fight, really. Oh, stop spamming Astro Crush. Stop it! Yes, do this more. I can get a lot of hits in on you and try and end this fight. Yeah, you're being cooperative now. I certainly won't argue against that. He can still make me a bit nervous with the dives, but it's still nowhere near as bad as in Mega Man and Base. Much like Tengu Man, he got tough in that game, but not too bad. Not as bad as Tengu Man did, anyway. Goodbye, Astro Man. And thus the rematches are done. Power absorption, go! We get the Astro Crush, which is kind of a screen clearance, much like the Lightning Bolt. It can also destroy certain walls and open secret passages for you. However, the uses of it are very limited. As you might have seen there, you only get 4 uses of it before buying upgrades to lessen energy consumption. So with that, we've gotten into the second half of the game and made some progress. Wonderful! But of course, it did come with some pain. So enjoy the outtakes.